Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 268. At the final WOD, 15.5. Talked strategy yesterday. Today we're talking body prep and technique. So what's going on today is we have only two simple movements, but a whole bunch of stuff going on. This is one of those workouts that's not only going to test our mental vigor, because really it's going to be one of those ones that really tries on us, but it's also going to test our cardiorespiratory system. It's really going to get our heart rate pumping, our blood pumping, our muscles fatigued. So we need to have our body prepped for this. We don't want it to be a shock. We don't want this to happen, our body to be shocked by this stimulus the first time during the WOD, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start out with a 5-minute jog. We just want to get tacky. So we're going to get that casual jog going, maybe increase the intensity the last minute or so, but just enough to get that tackiness to the skin. Once you do that, we're going to get on the row. We're going to do 2 minutes of intervals. 10 seconds of a hard row, followed by 20 seconds of a lackadaisical pace. What I mean by hard row, I want 80 to 90% max effort for 10 seconds, and then you're going to do like 20 to 50% recovery row, right? Once you finish with that 2 minutes, we're going to go directly into a 10-calorie race pace. And what I mean by that is you should have already established what you plan to row, calories per hour or stroke per calorie, however you're looking at it, right? You want to practice your cadence for it, practice the strength at which you're going to pull while under some fatigue, and really practice your breathing in between that cadence, okay? So that's what we're going to do to start our engines. Now we're going to move to body prep. Got two big things that we really worry about in this whole thing. We have our hips that we're worrying about, and I'm going to show you how to do that with the pole squat and the box step-ups. And then we have our front rack that we really care about. As our front rack degrades, thrusters will get very difficult. That's not something that we want. So we need to take care of our lats, our shoulders, our elbows, and our wrists, okay? And then finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump you guys into some technique with some rowing, just really simple cues. You don't want to be thinking about a lot here. It's kind of go, go, go. I just want you to think about two things. It's lean, row, and pull, and I'll go over that for you. And then we want to play with the damper setting. If you guys haven't, I want you to check a damper setting that might be a little bit heavier than what you're expecting for going for calories versus going for meters, okay? Last thing we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go over our thrusters. Our two big cues there are going to be thrust. That means actually thrust the bar off of your chest. Don't just press it off. Use your legs for something. That's what they're there for. And then breathe at the top, okay? So let me pull you guys over. We're going to go through our body prep right now. Again, very busy out here at the gym, so you can imagine all my friends are helping me videotape this, right? So, first things first. When we talk about our hips in the pole squat, I simply just want to get us into this position where we're going to take our feet, or take our hands, lace them together around the pole, and all we're thinking here is active back. So you can get yourself kind of like squatted into this position. Everything here is flaccid except my back. And what my back is going to do here is it's just going to stay nice and taut and rigid. That's going to signify or kind of replicate where I'm going to be in the bottom of the thruster position. I'm going to spend about 2 minutes here. I can wiggle side to side, trying to get my left butt cheek towards my left heel, my right butt cheek towards my right heel. Back and forth, back and forth. The only thing I care about is I want to continually go back and reset that back. We're not holding up high here. We're holding down low. We're pulling our butt cheeks towards our heels. Okay? So once we do that, I want you to go into box step-ups. Okay? Really simple one here. It's a simple step-up, just like we're in the 80s watching one of those aerobics commercials, right? Except what I really want you to do is just lean into that nice deep box squat and stand up, or lean into that nice deep box and stand up. You're going to switch back and forth. And what I just want you guys to think about is just getting into that deep position. You want to be able to pull that knee out. You want this hip to be nice and mobile, because it has to be for this position here. Okay? From right there, we're going to move over and we're going to jump in to working on our shoulders and lats. Okay? When we get into the shoulders, really simple stuff right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see me here. Just going to do some shoulder pass-throughs. Really simple. Come around. Get 10 of these. 10 swims left. 10 swims right. When we finish with that, we're going to pay attention to our lats. And we're going to do that with our quadruped torso rotations. That's this one, where I come here, line across here, 45, 45. I reach towards the opposite 45, okay? And then I'm just going to bring my elbow down, and I'm going to look up and reach up. Elbow down, look up, reach up. Getting this side of the tissue, we're going to do 20 on each side. Once we do that, probably one of the more important ones that we do is start to do some elbow shoot-throughs with the bar. This one's really essential for me since I have those elbow problems. But it'll look just like this. I want to shoot that elbow through. We're going to get about 30 passes per side. And you can already see I'm not super loose yet. So you can see the difference between my left arm and my right arm. My right arm has a lot harder time getting into flexion. Okay? Once we finish up, we got our lats, our shoulders, our hands, our wrists, our elbows all mobilized. Now we're going to move in to our row technique. Okay? When we do that, this is pretty much row technique 101. I'm not doing anything difficult here for you guys or groundbreaking. All I want you guys to think about is lean, legs, pull, right? What I mean by that is when we get to the back, everything kind of starts from the top of the torso position. We want to make sure that when we're here, the first thing we're doing is coming back, lean, legs, pull, right? So as I come forward, I should come into a 30-degree tilt forward. As I come backwards, I should come into a 30-degree tilt backwards. So everything starts from the top, legs, and then the arms, right? So torso, legs, arm, or lean leg pull, or lean legs pull. If I'm coming back, lean legs pull. Coming forward, lean legs, arms. Cool? Now, just remember, if you guys might want to play with the damper setting for the calories here, it gets a little bit different when we're trying to play with calories versus when we're trying to go for the row for meters, okay? Finally, when we do our thrusters, here, guys, the only thing that I care about, you want to try to obviously keep the best front rack position you can. Ideally, it would be higher here. Mine's not really great right now since I've been working all day and I haven't had time to warm up as much as I'd like to, right? But good elbow position. As I come down here, drive up. I just want to make sure that you guys are thrusting, and then finish with the arms. Just make sure that you're breathing on the top. This is the time where our torso is expanded. This is the time where we want to make sure that we get a breath in, our tummy's going to come out. So it's, right? So a rep should look like, guys, hopefully that works out for you. Hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Last workout, give it your all. See you guys tomorrow. Until next time, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.